At the beginning of the story, we see two buses traveling down a road. These buses are full of female students heading to their class. Among them is a girl named Mitsuko, who looks very sweet. She is writing something in her notebook when her friends tease her, asking if she always writes like this and what she hopes to gain by making such notes. They point out that everyone else is enjoying themselves and ask why she doesn't join in. One of her friends snatches her notebook, causing her pen to fall. As she bends down to pick it up, suddenly something very fast comes through and slices through both buses right down the middle, along with all the girls inside. Every girl is cut in half. When Mitsuko lifts her head, she is shocked by what she sees. Because she had bent down to pick up her pen, she survived. Terrified, she runs away from the bus. We then learn that the thing that sliced everyone wasn't an object, it was the wind itself. Now the wind is chasing Mitsuko too. She screams and runs as fast as she can. Along the way, she sees 4 more girls and warns them to duck, but it's too late. The wind cuts them in half as well. Mitsuko had managed to save one of them for a moment, but as they continue, they see some girls cycling nearby. Mitsuko tries to save them too, but the same fate befalls them, just like it did to her classmates. And during this time, the girl she had just saved also gets killed. Horrified, Mitsuko continues to run. She reaches a riverbank where she is shocked to see many dead bodies already lying there, killed in the same way by the invisible wind. She changes into clothes from one of the dead bodies. In the next scene, Mitsuko arrives at a school where there are many other female students. Their uniforms are different from hers, which means she doesn't belong to this school. One of the girls comes up to her and asks how she is doing. That girl is apparently her best friend, but Mitsuko, confused and in shock, asks her, "Are you really my best friend?" Because nothing makes sense to her anymore. We also learn here that Mitsuko and her best friend love each other deeply. Just then, a strong gust of wind blows, and Mitsuko, frightened, runs into the building. Her best friend is confused and asks her why she's trembling so much. What's wrong with her? Mitsuko tells her everything, how a gust of wind came and cut all her classmates in half. Her friend takes her near the window, stretches her hand outside and says, "See? It's just wind, nothing else." This brings some comfort to Mitsuko, and she starts thinking maybe all of this was just a dream. Mitsuko's best friend gathers 2 more friends, and they plan to lock the classroom. As the 4 of them are about to leave the class, their teacher appears and sees them. The girls run away. While escaping, they reach a lake. There, Mitsuko's best friend tells the others about her nightmare. One of the girls suggests that maybe it's all real, like a mirror world, where everything is the opposite of our world. To prove a point, she throws a stone into the lake and says maybe in the other world, she didn't throw it. Suddenly, a crocodile emerges from the lake and eats one of the girls. The girl who made the mirror world theory says, "See, I told you. What happens in this world doesn't happen in the other one, and vice versa. The crocodile ate her in the other world, but here she's safe." Nearby, they find a bed and start playing with the pillow on it. Meanwhile, 2 other girls are seen watching them from a distance. One of those 2 girls is dressed like a bride. They had apparently married each other. One of them says, "We have to do something impossible in that world because our fate is already written, but we can change it." The scene shifts back to the school, where all the girls return for the next class. Mitsuko notices a pillow lying next to her. As she bends to pick it up, her teacher starts firing a gun in the classroom. When Mitsuko stands back up with the pillow, she finds all her classmates dead. She has survived again, just like in her earlier dream. The teacher approaches her and says, "How dare you try to lock the classroom? Your death is also certain." Just then, 2 more girls arrive and try to save Mitsuko, but another teacher comes and kills them both. Mitsuko then runs away with the remaining students, but all the school teachers start shooting at the girls. As they finally manage to escape the building, the wind comes again and slices them all. Once again, Mitsuko is the only one left alive. She runs through a crowded area and ends up at a police station. She begins telling everything to the policewoman. After hearing her out, the policewoman says, "But you're not even wearing a school uniform?" Then she places a mirror in front of Mitsuko, and Mitsuko is shocked to see her reflection. She is completely changed. People around her are not calling her Mitsuko anymore, but by some other name. It turns out that she is about to get married. The police officer then takes her for her wedding, and people along the way congratulate her. As they arrive at the church, Mitsuko's best friend is already there. Mitsuko asks her, "What is happening to me?" Her friend whispers, "Be quiet for now. We're under someone's control. Just do as I say." She helps Mitsuko into a wedding dress and tells her to walk up for the ceremony. As Mitsuko proceeds, the other girls at the wedding begin mocking her. Seeing this, her best friend becomes furious and starts killing them one by one. When Mitsuko reaches the altar, instead of a groom, there's a coffin. As the coffin is opened, a large pig emerges from it. Mitsuko is terrified and attacks it with a broken bottle. She and her best friend run out of the church. At the gate, two girls try to stop them, but Mitsuko's best friend kills them and they escape. Mitsuko keeps running in another direction, feeling that everything around her is just getting worse. She sees herself in another mirror, and once again, her appearance has changed. Now, she's in the middle of a race. Some girls approach her and say, "You're such a great racer. Why are you standing still? Start running." When she starts running, she feels a sudden burst of energy and tries her best to win the race. As she runs, she starts seeing the faces of her dead friends, the ones who died back in school. Her best friend appears again. Both of them notice the same pig and the women from the church approaching them. Some girls urge Mitsuko to escape this world. Next, Mitsuko runs into a dark, deserted place where she finds students in uniform. These girls tell her, "We are all dead, and we will kill you too." But before anything can happen, her best friend appears and kills the girl threatening Mitsuko, then drags Mitsuko away. She tells Mitsuko to scream her own name loudly. Mitsuko begins shouting her name over and over. Her best friend then shows her hand and says, "Please, pull out the wire from my hand so I can escape this world." Mitsuko hesitates, afraid that pulling the wire might kill her friend. She loves her too much to take that risk. But her friend insists, and finally, Mitsuko pulls the wire out. The moment she does, her best friend's body splits in two. Right after, Mitsuko sees a door. When she walks through it, she finds herself in the world of men. She sees posters of herself on the walls, which a group of boys is looking at. One boy says to her, "You're in the future." Hearing this, she faints. When she regains consciousness, she continues walking and comes across an old man playing a video game. To her shock, she sees herself, Mitsuko, as a character in that game. The old man tells her, "I created this game. I control all of you. You actually died a long time ago, but I recreated you using your DNA." Mitsuko realizes the terrifying truth. Her world is just a video game, but she begins to hope. Maybe she can still return to her real world. Just then, another man appears and calls her over. The old man tells her, "Complete your final level." As she prepares to move forward, she remembers what her best friend once told her. If we do something in this world that's impossible in the other world, we can break free. With that thought, she suddenly grabs the old man by the neck and says, "Stop playing with our lives." She takes his staff and stabs it into her own stomach, killing herself. The old man could never have predicted that Mitsuko would do something so unexpected. In that moment, her destiny changes completely. Though she dies in the game world, she survives in the real world. We're then shown that all of Mitsuko's alternate versions, characters she had taken form of, also kill themselves, thereby removing themselves from the game. In the final scene, we see Mitsuko lying in a snowy landscape. She has finally returned to her real world. And with that, this mind-bending story comes to an end. To watch more such movie explanations, don't forget to comment "Next." Thanks for watching.